Hello viewers, today we are going to see about S Bank. So let us start. Introduction. S Bank company went in publishing during the period of 2005. Company actually started as a private company and later on converted itself into a public limited company during the period of 2005. Company it has now converted into a public limited company, and the categories that are actually functioning the providing service like banking and financial services. Head office is located at Mumbai, Maharashtra, India, and key people are Rana Kapoor, MD and CEO, founder Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor. Share split is said to be made during the period of 2017 in the date of September 17. So shareholding pattern, we are here to see about the shareholding pattern, where shareholders are categorized into shareholding promoter group, foreign institution investors, public shareholdings, banks, financial institution, and mutual fund, and others. Whereas over here, if you see across, the promoter group is nearly contributing around 19.91%, and whereas the foreign institution investor has actually not contributed around, where it is said to be nil, and public shareholding is said to be around 62.42, and the bank and financial institution mutual fund 11.19, others is said to be 6.45. And we are also going to see about a question that arose among the people and the analyst was that, first, how does the S Bank Limited even begin to justify the regulators? The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) found a non-performing asset which actually was 4 times larger on 31st March. That was the acknowledgement in auditor results. Second, how did the management credit committee package such a star walls as the managing director, chief risk officer, the risk head, and the business head, product heads, and tasked to review among the things stressed count, all has etc. around $1 billion on them. The master upper standard assets, the last full year of profit was inflated as much as 44% by that means. And we are here to see about the asset that should have been classified as a problem loans. I just put a small table that will represent related to percentage, and the loan that were made was said to be classified over here. The 34% of loan, 47% of standard account, 9.9% of stock price drop down. Still, the sub-brokers preferred to go across. Around 39% of sub-brokers preferred to go across to buy, and that was really surprising among the other people, among the shareholders. So I just done a portfolio analysis on S Bank, where the bargaining power of buyer, the threat from substitute, and bargaining power of supplier, and competitive rivalry, and threat of new entrants. Bargaining power of buyer generally is a part of we have stated over here is bargaining power of buyer, whereas the customer is the main set of people who's going to come across and buy your product or going to invest in your company. So that's what bargaining power of buyer states about. Threat from substitute, the mutual fund, mortgage, cost-free service, share market are actually the threat of substitute that are caused because which are most relatedly the kind of product that are available in the market when it comes to the banking sector. And bargaining power of suppliers, whereas quality of employment is a part of power of suppliers, where customer service also included, and businessman, pensioners, who are actually the person who actually invest their money into the banks. And now, due to the crisis that has caused to S Bank, has been the major cause, and the competitive rivalry that is between the national bank and the private bank has really made a competitive advantage over S Bank due to the NPA issue. Threat of new entrants, the new schemes bought by banks like HDFC, Canara, and ICICI, which includes mutual funds and mortgage, cost and services. So, non-performing asset. We are here to see about the non-performing asset that were existing in S bank, and what is a non-performing asset. When a bank gives loan, the loan is considered to be an asset. Every loan that is provided by a bank is generally considered to be asset, and the bank and the liability in the books of borrower. Many times it may happen that the borrower of the money is not able to repay the loan. If the borrower fails to repay the loan and the default continues to 90 days or more, bank that's the asset has a non-performing asset, and that is the case where S Bank has made a huge difference of NPAs. As per RBI report on March 2017, the gross NPA of S Bank came to around 8,374 crores, and the bank had reported a gross NPAs only of rupees 2,800 crores. The difference is almost 4 times. This is really something huge to be noted, and this is nothing but divergence of rupees 6,356 crores. So divergence have made a small portfolio that will give a better understanding of reported as NPA of 90%, 19%, upgraded to standard account of 47%, and required for or sold 34%. Problem solved. Yes, the upgraded portion of extra NPAs was forced to reveal by the RBI in worth watching. The previous acknowledgement of NPA was standing around 70 billion, and later in the months when passed across, the net repayments since March stood only around up to 10 and literally went across to below 10, and from there on the upgraded to standalone account gave a little bit a better return of around 30%, where the loans were actually being paid up. But still it didn't sort out any sort of problem because of the internal problem that were causing due to the improper management of or inefficiency of the chief executive. So that's the one reason why the S Bank started to drop down. So it has come around 10 billion until 30 September 30. So caught again. The Reserve Bank of India found S Bank non-performing asset were 4 times as large in March as what the lender reported. The divergence keeps growing, and the case of NPA gross was still around 20%, though the RBI took lots of steps, but still it went across to go around 90 billion, nearly touching around 80 billion, 85 billions. Divergence has gone on 31st March. And divergence in 1 year ago was said to be around 40 billion. Divergence in 2 years ago was nearly 30 billions. So fall in S Bank was start in the last week of August 2018. After hitting a high of rupees 404, S Bank has started falling. Initially, the reason for fall was overall sell-off in market, which started in September series, and once the news came up 2018 that the RBI cuts tenure of MD Rana Kapoor, then the very next day it fall more than 29%, and in few trading session it has shown levels of 118. The after is early October series. S Bank has tried to regain the correction in the share, but due to the continuous top management crisis and NBF's crisis, it failed and started falling again. Wow, now on 27th October, when S Bank has declared as for the September quarter, decline net profit was just 3.8%, but the asset quality deteriorated, pressured it fall more, and at one time S Bank was crashed by 15% on Friday. That happened period of October 26, 2018. The bank has also declared that they have loan exposure of 2,620 crore to IL and FS subsidiary. However, they have clarified that the exposures to lower SPV and IL and FS. Yes Bank. Is S Bank considered to be worthful? Let us see. Yes, of course. Yes Bank is one of the fastest growing bank and it's never disappointed its investor. However, bank has to be more careful in future controversies of all sorts, Having said that, a confident management and the continuous growth makes the stocks a good buy. Stocks like these are always valued richly, hence opportunity at lower level make them a good buy. But this is a right time or right set of choice to make a buy more amount of stocks. Since the stock price are currently declining now, this will give you a better hope for the future. Hence, the new manager may come in and the new management techniques may work out, and the uh, investor will be getting benefit in future. So, from my suggestion, I would like to buy it for the existing period and probably sold the same stock, maybe in a long tenure. That's what I like to conclude. Thank you.